everyone, my name is Viltė Šilkaitytė, and today I would like to talk a little bit about what can the European Union do that the young people want to create their own business, because I think it's really important nowadays. So, if I ask you, I believe that you could agree with me that nowadays the young people are affected by technologies and we're not interested on the culture, arts, science, because we don't have the motivation. I think it is the biggest problem nowadays. So how the European Union can help to change that? So I think that we should actually talk about the education system and about the culture. So in the beginning, I would like to talk more about the education from the economy perspective, because it is really important when we are talking about the European Union. And if you look at the word education from the economy perspective, we could see that it is one of the most important things of the economic growth. If we have the education system in the right path, in the right way, when we could have the positive outcome of the economy, it means that the economic growth could be in the country. But if you look at everything from the student perspective, the primary school, secondary school, or university, it is not only the buildings, it is the place where the young people spend all their time. So I think it is really important to change a little bit the education system. I couldn't talk about the Netherlands education system. Maybe I could talk only about my own country, about the Lithuanian education system. But I think that the European Union could help us to change that and to increase and do that everything better. So how? Imagine the geography lesson. The third lesson, it is like the theoretical lesson, when we could know, for example, how the hydroelectric power works. But after that, we have to write an exam and of course forget everything after that. I know, I'm a student and actually I could say that I forget everything after my exam. But if we have like the one more lesson during like the next lesson, we could go to the hydroelectricity power station and to know how everything works practically. It could be everything different. We could remember how it works. We could remember the theoretical parts. And of course, after that, the student could say, okay, I'm standing on the ground and I know what I want to do in my life. It is not only about the geography lesson. It is about the different lessons. It is about the different fields of their life. And actually, after that, the student knows about his or her future. So the European Union could say, okay, we could have like regulations or something like that, and after that, every country could be able to make more practical lessons. Another example, what I said, it could be the culture, art, because actually art, it is like one of the ways to know our world better, because the same event, the same book, the same whatever, I know, everything, the different artists, the different directors, the different persons could imagine different. And every piece of art, it is like the message to the public. And if we are able to read the message, to understand the message, we could think more critically. So imagine the literature lesson at high school, and student, like the young person, has to read the book. He's not interested in the book, but if after the lesson he's going to the theater, and he is able to see how how the different persons imagine the same book, the same piece of art. He could think, okay, maybe my idea it was like that in one way, but this person saw everything in different way. So in this case, the critical thinking is work. So I think that the European Union could say, okay, we could maybe invest more in the third sector. It is the service, if you're talking from the economy perspective. In this case, more young people are able to go to the museum, concert hall, theater, and to think more, not like about the book, but only one book, but also about the world around them. So I think it is really important when we are talking about business, because if we want that young person could become the businesswoman or businessman, after that we have to stand on the ground and say, okay, I could be the leader because I know how the world works after like the practical lessons, and I could think critically. I know how my ideas could become real, for example, because I was in the theater maybe, and it helped me to become more critically. So I think that the European Union must think more about the different countries and to help them to have more practical lessons, and to make that the young person would be able to go and to see the different pieces of art. Maybe it is boring, but I think after like the third time we say, okay, we don't must go, we want to go and to see them. So I think it is more important than just to sit in the class and to listen. Because self-education, it is like the indicator of human culture. And it is the reason why we could be the leader of the company and why we could be the leader of maybe a country or something like that. And it is one of the ways to become, the part of the society, maybe. Because we know how the world works, what is morality, and how to become the best. Okay.